Today, I'd be hiking the Skyline Trail of the Paradise area of Mt Rainier. The Skyline Trail starts at the Visitor Center, marked here with the X. From there, I followed the trail in a counterclockwise direction. But I tell you what, let's have my very special guest star and adventurer, Clutch Cargo, describe the trail I took.
Thank you, Mark. It's a very simple lollipop loop trail. Starting at the Visitor Center, you hike to Myrtle Falls, continued on the Skyline Trail, and then took the Golden Gate Trail back to the trailhead.
Thanks a lot for stopping by, Clutch.
That's all right, Mark. Anything for a friend.
I'm at the Visitor Center, and where those stairs are is where the start of the trail is. Engraved in those stairs is this great quote by John Muir: "The most luxuriant and most extravagantly beautiful of all the alpine gardens I've ever held in my mountaintop wanderings." And for my first destination, Myrtle Falls, and the clouds were hanging pretty low. I was hoping to see some wildlife, but I didn't know it'd be right there on the trail. After a while, they moved off the trail, but they were still close by. Like on yesterday's hike, the wildflowers were, well, they were growing wild. I especially like this one red one, fighting for its individuality.
I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
Before I knew it, I was at 72-foot tall, beautiful Myrtle Falls. It was definitely worth a half-mile hike. This is supposed to be an excellent spot to get a picture of Mt Rainier. Unfortunately, the mountain was hidden by the clouds, but this is what it would have looked like on a clear day. I wasn't quite quick enough, but a bride and groom were there getting some stunning pictures taken on the bridge. Here's the trail, and here's some more of those wildflowers. There's a hiker on the trail, and there's a bridge crossing. A little waterfall. It was right around then that Mt Rainier decided to stick his face out for the first, and unfortunately, the last time for that day. Looking at some hikers and looking at the trail going up, this was an excellent trail for hiking on. Maybe the best I've ever been on. Nice, wide, and smooth. No roots or rocks sticking up to stumble over. And always the wildflowers everywhere. Here's a few pictures of some of the flowers that were nearby. I don't know the name of these flowers that I've shown, but I do know that this one is called beargrass. Still heading up the trail. A little stream crossing, which was hardly any trouble at all. Mountain peaks in the distance. More people further on up the trail. Have you noticed that I'm always bringing up the rear? That's because I'm a slow hiker. Always something to look at. In fact, I'm so slow, when the tourists pass me up, they give me the stink eye for being so slow. Can anybody translate that from tourist to English? Never mind. I've got a good idea of what was said to me. How do you like that? A little snow along the trail. I bet that water was ice cold. A little more beargrass alongside the trail. Finally, I hooked up with the Golden Gate Trail junction. I wanted to hike the Skyline Trail all the way, but like I said, I'm a slow hiker and it was getting late, so I took the junction back to the trailhead. Hey, mind your own business. This Golden Gate Trail was a little rougher, a little steeper, but basically it was going downhill all the way. One thing that wasn't different was that the wildflowers were going crazy. One thing about the Golden Gate Trail, it seemed like every time I turned around, there was another marmot near the trail. Hey, Mr. Marmot, what's up?
You motherfucker, you!
Wait, what? Where's this coming from?
And go fuck your mother.
You know what? I just walked away. I can't deal with something that has anger issues like that. I was just about finished with the trail and this video, but there's one thing more I wanted to show you. The restaurant that I ate at. It's the Wildberry Restaurant in Ashton. It has traditional fare, but also has a select few common to Nepal. The reason for that is the owners are from there. The pork momo looked pretty good, but I stuck with the hamburger. But the real reason I wanted to point out this restaurant is that one of the owners had summited Mount Everest. Not just once, but 15 times. And he holds the record for the fastest ascent of the south side of Everest. 10 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds. Here's a photograph of the gear that he wore. It kind of puts my little walk on Mt Rainier in its place.